How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to find out why the Dutch don't say sorry. I didn't know they didn't say sorry, but that's what this says. That's literally the name of the video, is why the Dutch don't say sorry. By the channel, BBC Real. You will find links to the original video down below. And we're going to find out. This comment here says that this is so not true. Dutch people do say sorry. And I know that I am Dutch. And I know that because I am Dutch, basically, is what they're saying. Dutch people may be quite direct and or frank, and they mostly speak their mind, but do not confuse that with being rude or not being able to say sorry. So we're going to find out what is the truth. I don't know if this is the truth, but what are they saying about it, right? You guys let me know down there your input on it, and hit like and subscribe while you're down there. We're going to check this out.
The Netherlands may be a small country, but the Dutch are known for many things. Cycling, cheese, coffee shops, windmills, and being the tallest people in the world. But there's one thing they rarely do. Dutch people don't say sorry.
Nee.
Nou, dat kan ik me niet herinneren hoor.
Dat is een hele tijd geleden.
If they say sorry, they don't really mean it.
Experts like Saskia
If they say sorry, they don't really mean it. I wonder if this is true, or if it's just one-sided, like they interviewed a bunch of people and they only showed the ones that pushed their agenda. Who knows?
say that there's a cultural reason for this.
The Dutch are known as being direct, which means that the messages are quite precise and clear. Whereas in most other countries, the communication style is indirect, meaning that, well, to understand that you have to look to the underlying values, and in the British communication style there's much more politeness, diplomacy and tact. Whereas in the Netherlands communication style, if you look at the underlying values, it's about transparency and openness and honesty.
I asked people from other countries how they see this curious habit.
I was born in Indonesia.
I come from Maastricht.
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
I come out from Syria.
Chicago. That's only a couple hours drive from where I'm at.
I grew up mixed culture. There are two different sides because Indonesians are not direct at all, and we tend to talk around things, whereas the Dutch is really like, if you want to say something, say it to my face and be direct about it. Like, just get to the point. What do you want?
Are we a little bit rude, maybe?
Kind of. But I think it's a culture.
The younger are very good on their bikes, always saying sorry, and then some people, the older generation of Dutch, aren't. They don't. No.
So, according to him, younger people do say sorry, older people don't so much.
Iets vervelends zegt, hè, of in een gezelschap of wat dan ook, dan ga ik wel dat achterhalen. En dan weet ik ook de reden. Het kan een goede reden zijn, het kan ook niet zo goed zijn en dan zeg ik dat. Dus ja, ik ben wat dat betreft wel beleefd in die dingen, ja. Kan ik wel zeggen van mezelf.
This is actually a thing that we've been talking on the way here. How Dutch I can be with my directness, because sometimes under pressure I do tend to be very short.
No. You don't use words.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry. Hey, there it is.
Of course, as with any trend, there are exceptions.
I have been dealing with Dutch 3 years. They often say sorry. I think she's more the one who says it. Yeah, she says it.
So he's saying they say sorry too.
She mean it.
Generally, they will say sorry, but only if they mean it. In the British communication style, sorry is a good word to use in order to be more diplomatic or polite. While we should say, well, you only say sorry if you're really sorry.
Als ik
Duh, you should only say it if you mean it. I feel that way too. So.
fout ben, zeg ik sorry. Ja. Ik ken heel slecht tegen onrecht, maar als ik zeker weet dat ik zelf fout ben, zeg ik echt, ja, dan zeg ik sorry.
This culture trend has a curious historical and practical.
I don't know what he said. I will at some point though. I am trying to learn how to speak Dutch.
Ik ken heel slecht tegen onrecht, maar als ik zeker weet dat ik zelf fout ben, zeg ik echt, ja, dan zeg ik sorry.
This culture trend has a curious historical and practical origin.
The direct communication style is part of the consensus culture. If you look at the history, we have this one common enemy, which is the water. So centuries ago, the people were forced to work together to find solutions for the battle against the water. What they did is sitting around tables and having long discussions and long deliberations, and it was needed to be honest about your ideas and your thoughts and your opinions so they could find out a common solution. The other thing is, in order to take all the opinions, ideas seriously, people had to see each other as equal. And that still is. It is deep-rooted and it's still a part of the communication style.
Yeah, she said about being equal and stuff. That is true because I seen a video about the Dutch, like how, I think it was like how their workplaces are different than ours or something. But here in America, you know, you got the bosses, the foremans, the supervisors and stuff, and they act like they're at a higher level than you, and you're just a worker at the bottom. So they're separate. You know, they don't include you in their stuff. They eat separate, this and that. When the Netherlands, the janitor would be like right there with the president of the company in the same cafeteria, the same lunchroom, break room, whatever you want to call it, eating and just, how's it going, this and that. And if the janitor had an idea or a thought on something, he would just like listen. The CEO of the company would just listen as though he cares about the idea of the person. Over here, it wouldn't be like that. They would just like not give you the time of day, this and that. Oh, you're just a janitor, so like, whatever, I don't care kind of attitude. So there's definitely that difference.
You came up to me once and you said that when you go to a place, a terrace or something, that no one is coming to you.
Yeah.
Right? And you won't step.
I will wait until somebody shows up or I give up and leave.
Yeah, and I will confront them until they come.
Yeah, but that's Dutch.
This Dutch directness can cause translation issues, especially when talking with Brits, who don't always say what they think.
If you have a business proposal and the Englishman or woman says, well, that's very interesting, I will have a look at it, we really translate that, oh, that's interesting, so they are interested. While it could also mean, well, I'm not interested and it's a bad idea. And then the challenge for Dutch people is to find out what the real meaning of the words is. And we can both speak English, but it doesn't mean that we get the real message.
Yeah, I see I see their point though, like when they're like, oh yeah, that's interesting, I'll have it. That's them being indirect. They don't want to tell you and hurt your feelings or like, you know, have the weird anxieties of the confrontation and, you know, they'd rather just put it off.
And also, of course, for the people in the UK, it's challenging to not be that shocked because of the directness, because it's meant to be honest and clear, but it's often perceived as being rude and even arrogant.
I hear about that all the time in these reaction videos, guys. If you're new to the channel, I have a ton of videos on the Netherlands that I react to, so make sure you check those out. And if you would subscribe, stick around, hit the like button, you know, that helps a lot more than you know.
The Dutch people need to say sorry more.
Nou, ik zeg meestal, nou dat heb ik niet bedoeld of het spijt me.
Yeah, het spijt me is more serious than sorry. Het spijt me, yeah, it really comes from your heart.
Het spijt me. It involves more. It involves a story, a situation.
Okay.
Sorry is sorry.
That's cool because like I said earlier, I am trying to learn how to speak Dutch. I don't know if it was this video or the last one that I said that, but if you've been watching my videos, you already know that anyways. But anyways, yeah, het spijt me, and then sorry. I was kind of wondering what the difference was because I was learning on Duolingo or whatever, and they both mean sorry. So now I know het spijt me is more like a very serious kind of thing, and then sorry is just like, oh, sorry, I bumped into your leg.
Het spijt me, really, really sorry. Only say sorry if you really want to say sorry. Don't say it if you don't mean it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perhaps then we can all learn a little more from my culture and use the word sorry more carefully.
Sorry.
Okay, so the Dutch do say sorry, right? It's just I don't know why they're saying why the Dutch don't say sorry. Let me see if there's any other comments. So basically, they're all saying the same thing. Like right here, cherish the directness of the Dutch. Say what you think and mean what you say. Excellent. Sounds like they're the global example to follow. See, there you go. That's, exactly, right? I agree that the Dutch are generally very direct in their communication style, but people do use the word sorry. This one says, I often say to people around me, regardless of nationality, you don't have to say sorry for that. It's all fine. We're just humans. Yeah, see, some people overly use it, and then some people underuse it, right? What do you think about the Dutch? Let me know down below. You guys have a super fun, awesome day. I will catch you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye.